Hi, Eddie Cantor. Aren't they wonderful people?
Jack, two of my favorite people, Betty Garrett and Larry Parks. I'm crazy about them.
You know what I'm excited about on this trip, besides meeting wonderful people like Betty Garrett and Larry Parks, is your trip to Israel, because you've been just about one of the most, well, the busiest people in the United States in the past 25 years, and I imagine this is the high spot of your career.
Jack, it's one of the most exciting things that ever happened to me, the 14 days that I spent in Israel. I shall never forget it. I came over, well, sort of to have a rest. I didn't rest. I spent 14, 16-hour days all the time I was in Israel, but it was worth it. I learned a great deal, a great deal.
Can we learn anything from you?
Well, I don't know, except that for one of the smallest nations in the world, they're doing the greatest, the biggest humanitarian job. They've opened up their doors to all immigrants from all parts of the world. Think of it. In the last 2 years, 400,000 homeless people have come in and have made homes in Israel. And they're coming in at the rate of 15,000 a month from all over the world, from Romania and Hungary, Poland, Czechoslovakia, from Iraq, from Iran, from Yemen.
Eddie, what would happen if we did that in this country?
Well, I'll tell you what would happen. We're 150 million people now. At the rate that we're coming in Israel, we'd have 230 million people here in 2 years. Of course, that's a great deal to expect. Yes.
Fantastic.
But these people feel that they're wanted once they come into Israel, and the Israelis themselves are doing without food and helping these people by housing them, by getting them clothing. As a matter of fact, as far as rationing is concerned, they get 2 eggs a week.
And the people are behind it, they encourage it.
That's right. It's voluntary, this whole thing of rationing.
What about their local problems? Which problem do you think is their greatest? Would it be housing?
Greatest problem, I imagine, would be housing. You see, out of the 400,000 immigrants who have come in the last 2 years, 320,000 of them have become integrated into the state. But there are still 80,000 people living in tents. And they want some kind of a house. Psychologically, they want a roof over their heads. They haven't had it in so many years. And we ought to do something about it.
Eddie, did you see any of the Yemenites while you were over there?
Oh, yes. They're a great bunch of people. They're people right out of the Bible.
They're like our Quakers, I think, in a way.
That's right. They're good people. They're highly moral people. They're honest people. They're hard-working people. And it's amazing to think that they've been away so long from civilization. The only thing that they've had with them have been actually the good book, the Bible. For 2,000 years in Yemen, they've had, they knew nothing about knives or forks or beds or any moving vehicles, I mean, as far as machinery is concerned. And they read in the Bible that there was a prophecy that one day they would fly on the wings of an eagle to the land of their forefathers. And in the last 7 or 8 months, a great big Skymaster, 4 motor planes have been bringing them to Israel, and they feel that the prophecy has been fulfilled.
That bore out the prediction of the Bible.
That's right.
How about that? Eddie, thanks for chatting with us. That's a wonderful story. Just about now we're out of time, friends, on Ship's Reporter. It's been swell talking to you today. Ship's Reporter is produced on film by the National Television Guild and directed by Chick Vincent. Till next time, then, this is Eddie Cantor and Jack Mangan, your Ship's Reporter, wishing you smooth sailing, and thank you, Eddie Cantor.